Financial partners, Don and Gino.
Back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Now, if you're to stop by KHTS and look for us, we're not there.
That's right, because we in the vault.
We're in the vault. That's right. We built our own custom-built studio just for us right here at Cherry Creek Mortgage so that we can give you even better sound and visual quality because we have AP Productions behind us videoing our show live. That's right. We have 3 cameras now, 2 HD cameras and a GoPro. No, we're not going to run around the studio. It just gives you a chance to see what's really happening here. And again, it is live because we want to make sure that all the content we give you every week is happening right now. So go to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com, and click on the listen and chat live button and ask us some questions too. Something that you may not know we can try to get answered.
Yeah, in fact, one thing I want to bring up is you're going to see some information today come out on the news. One of these large mortgage scandals that are going to continue to hit the news here in the next and during this year for sure. Freedom Mortgage, which is a humongous reverse mortgage originator, Stanley Middleton's getting a slap on the hand for, I guess, buying their own securities and maybe pumping the value. Just a little bit of a not so clean situation there, and I just wanted to clarify that that's Cherry Hill and not Cherry Creek. So that's not us, guys. Although we have a reverse mortgage company that's not Freedom Mortgage. The one you're going to see in the news is not us.
Not us.
I got like 16 emails this morning.
I mean, Cherry Creek Mortgage, we're very proud to be part of Cherry Creek Mortgage, which has been around, just so you know, since 1987, giving you sound and accountable advice regarding your home financing, and that's what we love to do on a regular basis, and that's what Scott Hoolahan brought us here to do.
It's a tradition of trust, right?
Yes, exactly. See, he knows all the taglines and what we're all about because Scott actually is responsible for bringing us to Cherry Creek Mortgage and said, you have to check out this company. It's an amazing company. And then I backed it up with all the industry leaders, Scott, that basically said the same thing. When I asked them, what company should we look to help support us in helping you with your refinancing and purchasing of homes, everybody kept leading us to Cherry Creek Mortgage, and what a great decision we made a little over 2 years ago, Gino.
Yeah, it's been absolutely great. Like I said, we're able to provide a better service, a lot less stress for us, a lot less stress for you. So it's been a great thing. A lot less
thank
stress
you for
our
that,
team,
Scott.
too.
Well, you're quite welcome, and in fact, it might be appropriate for me to congratulate you both. I believe Saturday will be a 2-year anniversary for both of you. Saturday,
thanks for
February
remembering.
1st. So
Right.
it's a bright day in my career. I was very proud to bring both of you on. You built a great team, and I know I can speak for the leadership of Cherry Creek from the top down. We're proud to have you guys on board. You represent well. Thanks.
All right. Checks in the mail. Yeah. Thanks, Scott. And thanks for your support as always. And thanks for being here today to talk about a great, I guess for lack of a better term, a great campaign.
Oh, how apropos.
I know, exactly. Before we dive into that, though, we do have to touch base real quick on something that we're going to jump on our soapbox every single week right now because rates will eventually go up. And Gino, you were talking about that the Fed is tapering, meaning they're not purchasing as much debt, meaning mortgage-backed securities, which help keep interest rates down. That was the idea, to help keep our economy stimulated. And now that they're cutting back, their rates will go up, and they have to. I mean, these are some of the lowest rates in history.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. And I think everybody's getting accustomed now to rates in the 4s, right? I think everybody's become realistic that the 3s were a thing of 2013 and the 4s are things of 2014. How funny. But actually, I think so guess what happens in 2015 appropriately?
Well, all the strategists, and they just did a survey of some of the top economists, experts, investment market strategists, and so forth. And we're talking Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, all the big guns are all predicting that we're going to start heading back towards the 5s and mid-5s.
Yep.
So
Fannie Mae projects 5.11, Freddie Mac 5.3, National Association of Realtors 5.4, and the Mortgage Bankers Association 5.1. So
there's some consistency there.
Yep. So if you have to take action right now, if you have an opportunity to take action right now,
why would they have an opportunity now that they didn't have last year, Gino?
Equity, the E word.
Wow. We haven't got to use the E word in a long time. We've been on this show now almost 3 years, and not till this year could we even mention the E word. Boy, that was uncomprehendable about talking about equity in a home. But
either
now,
that or the sentence always started with negative right before that.
Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. So the good news is a lot of you have acquired equity in your home again, which may give you opportunity. We're talking a lot. Some areas have gone up as much as 20-25% or more, and it's giving you opportunities potentially. Again, you got to talk to an expert, but it can potentially help you remove mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance is that extra insurance. It's a great thing, by the way. Everybody goes, I hate it. Well, who doesn't hate paying, but allowed you to get into your home for less than 20% down. Good thing.
And made that magical equity over the last 12, 13 months.
Exactly. So now you need to talk to an expert, such as these guys at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Mr. Gino Fronte is ready to take the call because we want to help you potentially lower your payment by hundreds of dollars per month. So make sure you reach out because we're going to plead with you to check and see if you can lower your payment and pay less than you need to pay. Plain and simple.
Don't pay more interest than you have to.
Okay. So we have another special guest coming on to join Scott Hoolahan and talking about the boot campaign. And you need to, again, go online. He's got a shirt. He's proudly displaying his boot campaign shirt. We have our nice, pretty boot campaign polos on. So go to donandgino.com, click on Listen to Chat Live, and you'll see the video of it. We got Furman behind the controls there showing off our great shirts and so forth. I got my shirt hanging. It says, Ask Me About My Boots. So, Scott, why don't we explain what the heck's the boot campaign?
It's all about getting your boots on, right? You know what, Don? When we bring Christina on here in a minute, and we'll get a little bit of the background and history. I don't want to steal her thunder, but I was privileged maybe 4 or 5 months ago to get reintroduced to the boot campaign by a gentleman that we all know from Building Champions, and Bill Hart. Really said some things that really touched my heart in terms of, we fly a flag on 4th of July, and we show our patriotism on Veterans Day and so forth. But where's the real opportunity to send the message that we believe in, we support, and we're thankful for the men and women that fight for and stand for our freedom across the globe. And the boot campaign is exactly that. It's described as a way to kind of wave that flag while you're walking down the street. It's a way to demonstrate to people and bring the attention to the fact that there are a lot of men and women that not only sacrifice their time and their futures, but they sacrifice lives. And some of them just don't come back. And a lot of them that come back missing arms, missing legs, and are real challenged to then lead a normal life. And the boot campaign has dedicated themselves in a mission to helping those people get back into society, find a place that they can contribute, and it's a way of really wearing that flag on our sleeve. And as an American, I'm proud to do that. And I saw this as a very easy way for me to give back and make certain that everybody in my family, everybody that I work with, people that I'd like to do business with, they know that I'm proud of that. And hopefully our veterans are, I know they're going to be the recipients of this, and I know where the money's going, I know where the effort's going, and this organization, the people that are involved, it's really like no other.
And that's a good point, Scott. And if you just tuned in, Scott Hoolahan, our regional VP for Cherry Creek Mortgage, and a partner of ours in dedicating ourselves to a great campaign here. And we're going to talk with one of the developmental, person that helps us grow the boot campaign message across the country, Christina Delatorre. Is that about right?
You got it.
You want me to say it right? Christina de la
That's right.
Christina.
Woohoo! Somebody got it right.
Well, I am known as Christina. Just so you know, I'm known as the name hacker because I'm the one who has to introduce everyone. So Gino always throws me on the bus and goes, "Don, you hack their names." I'm like, why don't you start introducing them when you don't actually know how to pronounce their name all the time?
Yeah, Christina, you know what was funny about that is the first time he ever offered for me to do that, it was one of those names that had a bunch of consonants and no vowels.
Well, my maiden name's actually even worse. it's Herzog, so now it's Herzog Delatory. So you lucked out with only having to deal with the Delatory over there.
Well, thank you for joining us on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Very cool to have you aboard.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here, talk about what we're doing with Cherry Creek Mortgage and the boot campaign. So thank you so much. Let's get started.
No problem. We only have a little over a minute left in this segment, so we were kind of teeing it up a little bit before we go deep on, how it started, why we are doing what we're doing, who they're helping, who's involved. I mean, there's a lot to this boot campaign. This is not some small-time little local event. You should be very proud of what the boot campaign's put together.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you so much. We're working really hard. We've got a really dedicated group of people that are extremely passionate about supporting our military and doing anything that we can to raise awareness, promote patriotism, and then also raise funds for our combat veterans as they return from service. So we were started right here in Texas by 5 women known as the Boot Girls. They read the book Lone Survivor, which was written by former Navy SEAL Marcus Luttrell. And after reading that book, they had an eye-opening and just awakening experience, realizing that they could not go back to their life as they knew it before once they realized what our servicemen and women are doing on a daily basis and putting their lives on the line to protect our freedom. And then many of them coming home facing very difficult and debilitating injuries, both seen and unseen, after serving in combat. Many are not getting the healing and help that they need. So that's what we're here to do.
We're going to go to break right now, and I don't want to cut you off because I want to go a little deeper on what this really means to some of our vets.
Okay.
So hang on, and we'll be right back in just a couple minutes. Don't go away.